Good afternoon. President Bongbong Marcos is not yet ordering the mandatory repatriation of Filipinos in Israel and Iran amid the ongoing conflict between the two countries. In a chance interview on Wednesday, June 18, Marcos says the government is monitoring Filipino nationals both in Israel and Iran. For now, he says overseas Filipino workers are left to decide whether they want to be repatriated or not.
And as a matter of fact, we have already contacted all our nationals and asked them if they want to be evacuated. Some have asked to be evacuated out of Israel. Some now, nung una, sa Iran, ayaw nila munang umalis. Pero ngayon, meron nang sinasabi na kailangan wala silang natatakot na sila.
Meanwhile, Israel ambassador to the Philippines, Ilan Flos, says 17 Filipino local government officials are stranded in Israel. The envoy says the 17 officials are part of a Philippine delegation conducting a study visit to exchange best practices on dairy farming. Along with 5 other Filipino visitors, the 17 are in the Jewish state under the Israeli government sponsorship. Plus assures the public that the stranded Filipinos are being taken care of despite the situation. He says Israel is doubling efforts to facilitate the delegation's return to the Philippines as early as possible. The two Middle Eastern countries have been exchanging airstrikes after Israel launched attacks against Iran on Friday, June 13. In retaliation, Iran fired back and called Israel's attacks a declaration of war. Detained former Negros Oriental 3rd District Representative Arnie Teves is now recovering after undergoing surgery to remove his appendix. In an update on Wednesday, June 18, his lawyer Ferdinand Topacio says Teves successfully went through an appendectomy at the Philippine General Hospital. Appendectomy is an operation to remove the appendix when it is infected. Topacio then tags the whole ordeal as a wake-up call to the alleged shortcomings of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology during medical emergencies. The lawyers said it took several hours before Teves received medical attention. He also accused the BJMP of depriving Teves of his right to choose his own treatment and medical professionals. Topacio says this was due to what he describes as illogical and archaic rules biased against private hospitals. Furthermore, the council also chided persons who doubted Teves' condition. The expelled lawmaker was first hospitalized on Tuesday morning, June 17, after suffering from severe stomach pains. Teves is facing multiple counts of murder, frustrated murder, and attempted murder under the revised penal code. These charges relate to the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Digamo and several others in 2023. After going to hiding, Teves was deported to the Philippines from Timor-Leste in late May. Philippine National Police Chief General Nicolas Torre III says the PNP will consider bone structure in implementing the weight limit for its personnel. In a radio interview on Wednesday, June 18, Torre was asked whether the weight requirement for police officers was discriminatory toward individuals with large bone structures. In response, the PNP chief says large bone structures will be considered depending on a medical standard. He says only overweight police officers who don't exercise will be affected by the rule. Torre says overweight cops have a year to comply and return to the standard. PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Jean Pardo earlier said Torre ordered the retraining of personnel who failed the agency's physical fitness test twice. She said the directive is meant to show police officers are fit for duty. Torre cited Republic Act No. 6975 or the Department of the Interior and Local Government Act, which reorganizes the PNP. To qualify for entry into the PNP, the measure states that an individual must weigh not more or less than 5 kilograms of the standard weight corresponding to their height, age, and sex. Torre also previously said he ordered the agency's mobile force personnel to undergo a physical fitness program. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Nico Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.